Life as a Millionaire. If you're wondering what life would be like as a millionaire, that is what I'm going to share in today's video. I am Tiffany Thomas, your wealth mentor. I achieved financial freedom in my 30s and did become a millionaire at age 40. I'm here to help you do that even earlier and easier. Let's dive right in. All right, what is life as a millionaire? I don't go around telling everybody that I am a millionaire. I do want to share that on my YouTube channel and in my business because I want people to know what's possible for them and realize that I have achieved this status, so I can definitely help others achieve this status as well. But I'm not just going around and bragging about this. And I understand that a lot of people are thinking, oh, a millionaire isn't what it used to be. Personally, I agree with that, but I also think it is still a major feat. So I am super proud of the fact that I have accomplished becoming a millionaire. And I know that some people think being a millionaire is living a really lavish and a luxurious lifestyle. But I am more of a simple person, so I'm not all about the luxury and showing off my money. I want to discuss a few things about becoming a millionaire and things that helped me to become a millionaire and then my life as a millionaire. The first thing I want to talk about is redefining wealth. A lot of people think that wealth is just accumulating a lot of money and having that millionaire status or multi-millionaire status or even billionaire status. But honestly, for me, wealth includes a lot of different things. It's not just about the money. I think there are other aspects in our lives that need to be taken care of in order to create wealth in our own lives. For example, having good health is part of wealth. I am able to spend time on staying healthy. I'm able to work out when I want to, since I have the freedom and flexibility to do that, since I am financially free and a millionaire. And then also relationships are part of building our wealth. It's important to me to have good relationships, have a positive relationship with my family members and with friends. And honestly, since I have the time freedom, I'm able to build those relationships in even deeper ways. And then another aspect of wealth is the spiritual side of things. I personally am a very spiritual person and I go to church every Sunday. I read my scriptures, I pray, I try to focus on being a good person and doing what my Heavenly Father wants me to do and trying to align my will with His. And then another aspect of wealth is the mental side of things. It's important that we are telling ourselves positive things, that we aren't becoming so negative and never seeing the blessings that are given to us. It's important that we do focus on our mindset and becoming a better person and focusing on personal growth. I know I have changed a lot in the years by doing this. There were things that I used to worry about all of the time, but I realized that those things are really not that important. And I can focus on just having a better mindset, having more positive energy. I've actually always been a pretty positive person, but the more that I develop this skill and improve my mindset, then the actually more positive and more happy I've become. I'm not so worried about what other people are thinking about me. I'm able to share my truth and help people in the best way that I can. And of course, building wealth does include that finance side of things, but it's not the only aspect of wealth. Becoming a millionaire isn't going to make us happy overnight. If we are not already a happy person, then becoming a millionaire isn't going to magically flip that switch and make us happy. We need to be happy right now, and we can continue to know that we can improve our situation and our circumstances and work on becoming a millionaire, but we can be happy along the way. And then becoming a millionaire is only going to enhance that. And then the second aspect that I want to talk about is the road to millionaire status. This didn't just happen overnight for me. I worked hard to become a millionaire, to have that net worth of over $1 million. It took a lot of discipline and determination and a lot of goal setting. So there were a lot of aspects involved in becoming a millionaire. I needed to invest my money and I needed to make money in order to invest that money. And I needed to have the right mindset that I actually could become a millionaire so that I would actually pursue that millionaire status. A lot of people are preaching this, oh, become a millionaire overnight. It's no big deal. I can help you do it. And honestly, this is a process. It takes time to build up your wealth. And by realizing that, I was actually able to become a millionaire. If I just kept going after the things that were a get rich quick scheme, then I would not have become a millionaire. I would have just kept thinking, oh yeah, I can spend money here. I'll invest money with this person. They're promising overnight millionaire status. And then if that doesn't work, oh, well, what else can I do that would really help me do this in the short term? I focused more on the long term. I knew that it would be a process. And so I invested my money in things that I knew actually worked, that would actually build my wealth over time. I invested in real estate and the stock market. And I wasn't focused on short-term gains, which helped me be a lot better investor because I wasn't looking at buying a property and then selling it within 1 month and doubling my money. I was thinking, all right, I know I can buy this property. I can put tenants in it, hold it for the long term, create cash flow, and watch the property appreciate over time. And that is what worked for me. And if you do want more details on exactly the steps that I took, I have another video breaking that all down. I will leave a link above. You can check it out later on. But going along with the steps that I've taken, I've been able to invest my money, like I said, in real estate and the stock market. And it is really important that we are investing our money. We cannot just save our money. That was my mistake in the beginning. I saved my money for way too long. I had too much money sitting in my savings account. If I would have started this process earlier, I definitely would have become a millionaire way before age 40. But nonetheless, we live and learn and we can make progress along the way. And if you are looking to invest in the stock market, I have a free masterclass where I go over how I can help you do that. I will leave a link below in the description. You can click on that link and check out the free masterclass. And we can help get you to millionaire status. Of course, not overnight, but I can teach you the foundations in order to get there. And then the third thing that I want to talk about as Life as a Millionaire is balancing our lifestyle and our responsibilities. Once I hit millionaire status, I couldn't just say, all right, I'm going to buy a mansion and buy these fancy cars. If I did that, then all of my money would be gone. So I just have to balance my lifestyle and my responsibilities. It's not just about living a carefree life now that I'm a millionaire. I still need to figure out what I would like to spend my money on and spend on my priorities. And then I can still keep some of my money invested so that it is compounding over time and I don't run out of money in the long term. And the point I want to bring up with this is that we really need to know how to manage money. And if we can't manage $1,000, how are we going to manage $100,000 or $1 million, right? We need to know the basics of finance. We need to understand how our personal finances are working and how we can improve them over time so that we can actually manage larger amounts of money. And this goes along with understanding taxes, how we can reduce our taxes, and also where to keep our money and what to invest our money in. In the beginning, I didn't know how to invest in real estate, but since I had so much money sitting in my savings account, I knew I couldn't just leave it there, so I figured out how to invest in real estate. I took smaller steps and just made progress along the way. So it really is about just taking that first step of understanding how to be better with our money, and then we can continue to progress along the way. And then the fourth item I want to talk about is the impact of our mindset. If we never think that we can become a millionaire, then we won't even pursue that. So if becoming a millionaire is something we want to achieve, then we need to believe that we actually can. We need to be in that right mindset, and that way we can work on improving our finances. We can work on saving and investing our money, and we can be looking for opportunities that can help us become a millionaire. And for me, I did make mistakes along the way. I ended up investing in a whole life insurance policy, which was not a good investment for me, and I ended up losing thousands of dollars. But I was able to learn from that experience. I no longer invest in things that I don't understand, but I had to learn the expensive way. And honestly, I could have just given up and thought, oh, I'll never figure this stuff out. I'll never figure out how to be a better investor, and just stopped right there. But I didn't. I had resilience. I kept going. I thought, you know what? This is an expensive lesson to learn, but I can learn from it and I can continue to move forward. And having that mindset helped me actually do that. And it's funny because when I was reviewing this whole life insurance policy with someone that I trusted, He was saying, Tiffany, I can't believe you're not more upset about this. You just lost thousands of dollars. And I thought, well, there's nothing I can do about it now except change what I'm currently doing, get out of this policy so that I don't lose even more thousands and thousands of dollars. And that is part of the mindset of a millionaire or a wealthy person. They aren't stuck in the past and worrying about what went wrong. They just think, all right, what can I learn from that lesson and move forward? And it's not about judging ourselves or shaming ourselves. It's just accepting that we made that choice and that we can learn from it. And for me, part of this mindset aspect was seeing other people becoming millionaires, achieving what I wanted to achieve. Because if I can see someone else doing this, then I know it is for sure possible. And that may not be the case for everyone. Some people just think, all right, if I want to achieve this, I know that I can, and they don't need to see anyone else that has done it. And another part of this mindset is having the abundance mindset. If we are in the scarcity mindset, then we're going to stay small, we're going to play small, and we're not going to think that we can achieve a net worth of $1 million. So be careful what you are thinking and even what you are talking about, because if it is just, oh, I'm so stressed about money, I never have enough money, then that's where we're going to stay. We need to start changing those thoughts and think, you know what, I'm grateful that I can pay my bills, and I'm grateful for the money I do have coming in. And I know that more will come in. There is plenty to go around. So it's not just all about the tactical things. A large part of it is our mindset. And then the next aspect I want to talk about is giving back. When you are a millionaire or you have achieved financial freedom, you are able to give back more. You have more time freedom and you have more money that you can donate to what you believe in. So that is a really nice benefit of becoming a millionaire. I know some people say, oh, I'm not going to become a millionaire. That will seem like I'm greedy. But honestly, when you have more money, then you are able to give a lot more. And not only that, you can be an inspiration to other people. They can see what is possible. And now I just want to share a few things about my life as a millionaire. One of the things that I really love about being a millionaire or being financially free is that I do not have to wake up to an alarm clock. That makes such a difference for me. I did not love waking up to an alarm clock when I had a 9-to-5 job. So it is nice just to wake up when I'm ready to wake up. And like I mentioned, I'm able to take care of my health a lot better. I have a Zumba class that I go to, and then I also teach Zumba on Saturdays. And I also have time to go hiking when I want to, or just spend time going for a walk, whatever it is. I can be a lot healthier. And I have a lot of flexibility on when I spend time on different things. For example, when I was writing my book, You Will Be Financially Free. And if you want your own copy, I will leave a link below in the description. But it took me a long time to write this book. I went through all of the steps I took to become a millionaire and become financially free so that I could share that journey with other people so that they could do that as well. And I was able to spend time on my book because I had that time freedom and that financial freedom. And of course, I'm able to spend more time with friends and family, especially with my aging parents. And I'm able to focus more on my church calling and giving back in the community. And like I mentioned before, I'm not living a super extravagant lifestyle and focusing on showing off how much money I have, buying expensive jewelry or the expensive shoes or the expensive handbag. That's not really what I'm into. I'm into living a comfortable lifestyle and just being able to spend the time on things that I want to be spending my time on. And another thing that I've been spending my time on recently is creating my backyard oasis. I've put concrete back there. I was able to pay for that concrete, which is pretty expensive right now. And then I was also able to purchase a gazebo from Costco and build that out there. And then there are a few other things that I'm going to be doing out there. But that's something that I want to spend my time and my money on, and I'm able to do that because I am a millionaire and I'm not just showing off my money and being very conscious about what I'm spending my money on. Comment below and tell me if you are going to become a millionaire or if you already have. I'm curious to know. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And if you want to see even more great content from me, make sure and check out the videos on the side of the screen. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.